Superlatives and comparative adjectives lesson slideshow. So last week we talked about comparatives, where you look at two different things, two different nouns, and compare them. My mom is nice, but my grandma is nicer. Well, now you'd go in there and add who's the nicest. So my mom is nice, my grandma is nicer, but grandpa is nicest. That's what superlatives are. Here's a video for you to watch after this. Oh, it's starting. Don't start, silly. They're all starting. All right, here we go. So we learned about comparatives. Remember, Miss Hosh is bigger than the man. So I'm bigger. That's the comparative. Now we go to the superlative. Miss Hosh is the biggest. Most superlatives end in est. Most of them do, not all. So here's a bunch of, let's look at some. There's angry. The comparative is angrier. But then there's Miss Hosh, who's angriest. So look, many of them start with est. But here's one that doesn't, attractive. That means like pretty. So the princess is more attractive, but Miss Hosh is the most attractive. We don't say the attractivist. We just don't in English. So it'd be the most attractive. Then here's another weirdo, bad. So, that sushi was bad. But this other sushi was worse. And this other sushi was the worst. So look, it went from bad to worst. Then there's another one. It's beautiful, more beautiful, and the most beautiful. But then the regular way is that est. Most adjectives do this. Brave. Miss Zintel is brave. And then, but the monster was braver than Miss Zintel. But the sea witch was the bravest. So check this out. There's a lot of examples here. All right. So just here's some more examples of it. We have big, then bigger, then biggest. I always think of superlative has the word like super in it. So it'd be like the most. I made up a funny one. There's gross, then grosser, and grossest. I don't know if that's a real word, but it makes me laugh. And then there's the Y rule. We've come up with this a lot this year. We found it a lot. So there's heavy, and it ends in a Y. So then when we get to the superlative, it's iest. You drop the Y, and it changes to an I. So funny, funniest with an iest. Pretty, prettiest, iest. Silly, silliest with the iest. So be careful. The ones that end with Y, they have their own rule. And then, like we talked about before, there are the rule ones that don't follow the rules. They're the rule breakers. And here are some examples of those. The most dangerous, the most exciting, the most beautiful. Remember that one? And then the other ones we've talked about. You're going to have a seesaw activity. Try these out and email Miss Hosh if you have any questions, and she'll help you. All right, thanks.